And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Freak after the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Kicks it to Decker. From the baseline. That one off the back iron and out. Here is Blair. Rush's shot is off.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Freak in a two-guard, and it's Warwick in at the 4. Decker gets the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Platoon swap here for Texas. We've got 1:18 left here in the first half of the game. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Peyton is out there with Hawkins. And it's Dawkins. Then it's Decker. And it's Walker in at the 4-man position. Here is Hawkins. Pass to Decker. It's rebounded by Thornton. Texas trails by 6. He feeds it to Freak. Launches a 3. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Free throw good. Freak.
A good night of work for Freak. He's got 11 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the Longhorns making a change here. Rush is checked in.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Peyton dishes to Evans. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in a shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doyle. And it's Ford in at the power forward position. And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. For the tie. For Texas, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Freak at the line for 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. Hill with it. He's got 5. Pass to Decker. The 10-footer. The shot, no good. Now Texas takes it the other way. Now Freak. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here's Hawkins. Now here is Hill. Pass to Kaminsky. Now Hawkins. Outside Hill. From deep. Again missing Hill. Hill's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Freak. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing the players,
it's just simple, guys.
When the lights are
No
brightest,
rebounds,
there's a big
no
plus in
rings.
GM's books.
We need to dominate the glass. Biggs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Freak in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Thornton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Decker. He's covered closely. Nice step back to get it off. And it's all knotted up.
Nice job there to shake free of the defense and then drain the J.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Freak passes to Turner. And here's Edwards. And Thornton kicks to Ford. Dishes it to Freak. And it's off from 3-point range. Hill against Edwards. To the middle. And stolen by Freak.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Doherty's checked in for the Longhorns. The Badgers making a switch here. Here's Hill. It's Hawkins on the wing. To the paint. The drive by Hill. The pass to Evans. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Evans has got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Freak dishes to Turner. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's Freak. Puts up a 3. That's good. Freak's done 11 points here in just the second half.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. If we're going to give up the drive, we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
Here is Hawkins. The Badgers working the ball around now. Hawkins is screen on 4. And that's Evans penetrating. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Here's Decker. Poke loose.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Doherty the pass to Freak, and out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
51 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Decker kicks to Evans. 41 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Hill with it. Down low, here's Hawkins, and it's Freak with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Absolutely critical chase right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And that's an intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for Texas, Anthony Doherty. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
.24 seconds left to play here in the second half.
No! Shane Ford. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Texas.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He hits both from the stripe.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. Here's Evans.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Doherty the pass to Edwards. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting for the Longhorns, Teddy Edwards. At the line for 2.
And he comes up empty, missing the first of the 1-and-1. And the wide open shot from Evans. Off target with that shot. So the Longhorns win it. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way.